Piper is 8 months old. She was diagnosed in utero with hypoplastic left heart, and it turned out that she was more of a single ventricle baby when she was born. We really had no idea that such a big part of her care was going to be how she eats.
So a lot of times our babies go home with an NG tube in their nose, and they're reliant upon that tube for their nutrition. We have to maximize their nutrition. It's vitally important after surgery for wound healing and all of those things.
Post-surgery, the first time, she was not even given the chance to even attempt to eat for quite a while, and she was probably about 3 weeks old, and we were able to start trying to just like nipple a little bit at the breast, and it just was strange in the way that it wasn't like all of my other kids. It wasn't this thing that was this instinctual thing. Bringing a 6-week-old home on an NG tube, it feels a little daunting at first, like, oh gosh, can I do all of these things? But then you would just get into a routine of, oh, I plug the baby in at this time, at this time, at this time, they sleep through the night, everything is okay. And then gradually, as you're increasing their volume to try to help your baby continue to gain more weight, the baby starts to vomit more. Then they're starting to pull the tube out all the time.
It can kind of result in more oral aversion. The more they pull out these tubes and the more they're having to put them back in.
My husband just kept encouraging me, saying, let's just give Lindsay and Annie a try.
You go to daycare now?
I use the families as the biggest resource. We make the feeding plan together. So some kids we will cut feeds in the morning, some of them we cut all of them by a small amount. So we try to reduce their calorie intake a little bit, enough to drive that hunger.
Because truly, it wasn't like me listening to them, it wasn't them listening to me. We were working together so that we could have the best outcome for Piper. It was just all about hunger. And so now to see her like clap her hands when she's sitting in the high chair because she knows what's coming her way, like that's exciting. That's really exciting.
I think the parents really want to just be able to feed their kid. That's a basic human nature thing. So I think that as much as we can provide that for them, that's why we're doing this.
Now, when she's hungry, we know she's hungry. Reach out to those people in the feeding clinic. They are there to help you. You are not bothering them. You are not annoying them. There are no silly or stupid questions. And be aggressive and advocate for your child.